This time I actually my prepared by actually getting to the point where I start the game before starting my stream, instead of starting my stream and then having to wait for through like 10 cutscenes. Alright, let's make sure everything's ready. Alright. So I can press this, and a couple seconds I can split. Start at this moment I get control of my character, or control of the car. Once I get control of the car, I can start, and we're gonna be learning how this speedrun, how to figure, or we're gonna figure out this speedrun. I've also not played Forza in a while. I just kind of got inspired. I was like, you know what, I want to do another speedrun stream of Forza, but I didn't want to do boards again. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't have music. Once I get into like another part, maybe we'll I'll check the settings, see if I can get music working. It's a couple second time loss for a more enjoyable stream. If I can, I'm gonna just, no, I can't. I was hoping I could pause during this and maybe change settings. So for the speedrun, the problem is, like, so there's a bunch of barns that you have to find, but they are locked behind some objectives, and I know the objectives they're locked behind, but I don't know the I don't know how to unlock those, like, certain races. So it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. I know kind of where to unlock the races. Actually, I'm just going to do this. There we go. Because this part lags anyways, so I'll fix it. I don't know. I don't know why the radio doesn't feel like working. Yeah, I was hoping that pausing there would actually be able to load this area properly, and it seems like it did. So it actually doesn't really lose much time to just check that out. No, maybe I'm thinking maybe once I get into get out of the intro and onto the main road, I might be able, hopefully the radio. Oh, because then I'm actually at a point where I can change radio stations. You can do that. Just gonna move my mic slightly and move forward. Make sure I'm a little bit closer. And luckily, and I've also figured, since last time I streamed this, I fixed my live split so it actually shows up much better on stream. Because before it was like half faded out. Because my the color key on my on the live split didn't have it proper. But I've changed colors in my live split, and that made it so I could make it much more distinct. Also, so this speedrun, I don't really know how long it's gonna take because I don't like. There's those objectives that like these barns are locked behind, but I don't know exactly what like I don't know how long it takes to unlock those races. That because there's only 3 that are actually locked behind stuff. Um, the rest are just you're supposed to get them from rumors, but if you buy the treasure map, you actually just unlock them all. I think as soon as you get the as soon as you unlock the first one, I believe then I think it's 11 of the 11 others will unlock. Then there's 2 more that are locked behind certain missions. But so it's just getting to that point. So that doing this run will allow me to I'll figure out the route, and then another day I will do I'll do a I'll be able to more optimize the route. This is more of like a test stream or a test run on the,
This is the final drop! The whole festival is waiting! Go, go, go! What do you say? Rest of the festival wins? Vámonos!
I feel like this category is going to be a little bit of like a breath of fresh air when it compared to the boards percent, because the boards is fun, but it's very RNG heavy because it's really how fast do you get the other car. Once you get that other car, you're so set. Whereas in this one, I think I'm gonna like have a similar strategy. I was like, I'm still probably gonna do the wheel spins, but I feel like I might not. I'm gonna do the wheel spins, and then I'll get actually be able to make money though the proper way and by doing races. And then I can just buy a better car fast, just to just complete races faster. I'm not sure exactly what car I'll buy though. I think after a couple races, we'll see how much money I have, because that will really it will really change how much I or what I can buy. What's better than like I think it's that car. I think I can get that one. So now it is a couple minutes of cutscene or of loading and cutscenes, which kind of sucks. right. But yeah, we're just waiting anyways right now. So there's not really anything we can do. So the first thing I think we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can unlock the Tulum expedition, because that's where our first barn find is. I'm not exactly sure how we like the quickest way to start it, but hopefully when we start the um once we start, because I don't exactly remember, but I think we get 1 point so when we can choose whichever expedition we want to do, so I can immediately go to the Tulum one and then start unlocking, well, start getting the rest of these barns. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, I want to. I still want to like. I want to show kind of what I have to do on this website, but I was told not to block the screen again. But oh well, it's not that interesting anyways. It's just just have to complete the optional accolade top of the central rune during the the objective of find Ramira's plane. But I believe that's just one of the first. I believe that's the one first or second mission of this like Tulum expedition. So it's that one should be pretty quick. It's just getting this the final one, the so barn 14, it's during the jungle expedition, and I don't know exactly at what point we're able to do that. And I think it's funny though that this speed run, because it's kind of it's locked behind, like it's locked behind it's pay to win really, because if you were to do this one completely like uh legit, you would you have to wait for the rumors, and they kind of come every once in a while. But if you pay for the if you pay for the treasure map, which is just like I think $3 or $4, you unlock all the XP boards, and you unlock barn finds. I think as soon, or all the barn finds, at least most of them as soon, besides the ones that are locked behind these optional objectives. So once we get the first one, then we'll be able to just move along, start collecting the other ones, and start trying to get these some accolade points, so we can get another accolade point to then move on to the next expeditions. I believe we're still going to go with the regular, just like fast car, not the truck or the I think it's an Audi. I really wish these were skippable. It just make life a lot better.
Getting better. Listen, if you plan on stopping by the festival at any point, you'll need one of these.
No promises, jefa.
I believe this is yours. How was your flight? Not bad. Exit procedure was a bit rough. Yeah, I bet. Come on. Rami will handle expeditions. I will coordinate festival logistics.
Once this is done, it makes it a lot more interesting, because there are some loading screens, but, like, they're very minimal. Sorry, tabbed out of the game for a second. So there's no sound there for a moment. So we're gonna take the orange car because I think it's just objectively the best one. Like, I've driven the other ones and this one feels the best. And if we need any of the other ones, we can always switch to it.
It's gotta be the Corvette. Great. How about a personalized number plate? I'll get
Stop paying attention there for a moment, and I lost a second. Oh no. I wasn't immediately spamming. Even though it really does nothing.
Hey Zeus. Talk about making an entrance.
So yeah, we gotta go do
I
that.
know you've just arrived, but our first showcase is ready to roll. We just need our
So we do this one, and then we do one more, and then I believe then we get a expedition point,
I'll be there soon.
which will allow us to go and start collecting these barns.
Tyler here on the one and only base arena. The Horizon Festival has landed. And oh my, do we have some big, big plans. But first, our superstar is here, and she is making her way to our new showcase event. Ready for On a Wing and a Prayer, amiga? You bet. What's that? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Roger.
I love this.
Big news. Okay. Later.
Those streaming bandwidth things are just kind of annoying, but they stop the moment we get out of the this intro split. Or I've never gotten one outside of them. So hopefully that means that they'll... Like, when I was just casually playing the game, I never got them anyways. I don't know why these cutscenes are always so much quieter. Oh, I forgot to check to see if I could change radio or something. Because I have it on, like, the streamer mode. But it also makes it for... It's kind of a little more boring if there's no... There's no music at all.
I'm not completely sure what your next showcase opponent is planning. Said he had a few surprises in the whole.
I wonder if, like, changing, like, the tuning of a car, like, how much that actually changes for just kind of the regular or the casual player. Because even though, like, I'm speedrunning, I'd still say I'm a very casual player. I think I have, like, 20 hours in this game. But I don't, like, I can't imagine it changing your speed by a whole lot. Like, I imagine it would just change it if you're going for kind of, like, individual level records. You might be able to beat the game, like you might gain, like, a second or so. But the time you would, if you're doing a full game, the time it would take to do the adjustment probably would lose you time. I imagine that's mainly, it'd be mainly for the ILs.
Fans at the stadium going wild. Yes. What's it gonna take to beat this superstar? Let's see. What else you got?
I wonder, like... I wonder if there's any possible way of, like, actually, like, speeding this up so much more, like, you'd actually be ahead. Because, like, this entire race, you're in 4th place until literally the last second. wonder if there's anything you can do to make it so you're like actually ahead of them for most of the race. Because if you could, I'm imagining the way these guys are programmed, they probably can't be like adjust. Like if you got hit, they would like they're on a set path, and I don't think like no matter what's in their way, they will destroy it. So I'm thinking if you like somehow got in front of these guys, they would just smoke you, and your car would go flying. Like thinking of like was it Stretch in GTA 5? There's the one mission where you can actually get ahead of him, and he will just annihilate whatever in front of him. Because they also don't have to hit these checkpoints, which makes it a lot harder to catch up. Because they can take corners much tighter if they don't have to hit the checkpoint. Alright, almost done the intro here.
What a race! Oh, that was incredible! As a thank you from Horizon, you can keep the car.
I feel like they could give you a lot more interesting stats than the ones they show on this page. Like, longest drift is really good, but things like, yeah, number of podiums, I feel like that's super boring. Like, there's a couple that are super boring, that are a couple that are actually pretty interesting. Like, I don't know, like, you know, time spent in the air. Or, I like the, also the, like, one that would be top speed or average speed. I just think there's a lot that are kind of boring. We're getting close to finishing this the intro. So we just gotta drive back here, and then we gotta go and take a picture in the sandstorm. And then once we're done that, we can. I think that's when we get the points.
It was a person in a wingsuit on a motorcycle inside of a cargo plane. Right, Horizon? Just making sure I got it right for this text I'm sending to some friends back home. And send. Now, how about some Foo Fighters?
You've just earned a skill point. You can use your skill point here to unlock perks. Every car has its own set, offering unique bonuses. Skill points can be spent on any car you own.
So I
100 yards, turn right.
wanted to use that skill point just because I think it might be somewhat related to those accolade points.
Take a look. My friend Carmen is looking to photograph some storms in the area.
So we're gonna do this Carmen one because it's way faster.
And Alejandra's requested a driver to help
And
her
I have
for a long
I
stretch.
think it might be related to one of the
Who
other
should we contact first?
to one of the barn finds.
I'll help Carmen. Roger that. I'll let Alejandra know you can help her later.
Oh man, that was such an awful turn.
Driver, one who's not afraid to dive right in.
I saw the opening, and then as I was going out, realized that it wasn't the correct thing to go. Come on.
You have arrived at your destination.
I have the feeling that the barn find is the next one after this. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's like the other one. Like you go to a barn, but I don't know if it counts as one of these barn finds. That's my only issue.
Talks about. Haley's asked for pictures of
But
all the cars at the
we'll
festival.
see.
It's called Horizon Promo, and obviously we want action shots,
This one,
fast ones.
this is much faster. This is a super fast mission, anyways. So even if it is a mistake, we lose a very small amount of time, like probably 2 to 3 minutes. There we go. We got music now. We just got this one channel because it's streamer mode. I like that in streamer mode. They're just like, okay, we got two options. We can find a bunch of music that streamers would be allowed to listen to, or we can give them 4 songs. And they decided 4 songs was the way to go. I'm kind of keeping track of the people thinking of starting to do a Hall of Fame percent speedrun, which is it's kind of like the final thing in this game, but it takes a while to get to, and it's like one guy said he was like at 7 hours before he had to go, but he didn't say exactly how far into the run he was, like what percent of the way through the game he thought he was. Because luckily you can just put everything on super easy, and so you just win all the races, but you would want to put it at a high enough skill level where you'll make more money. It'd be kind of a hard balance, because I'm imagining if you lose a race, it either wouldn't count or you'd make a lot less money, so you wouldn't be able to buy as good of a vehicle. So I'm assuming you probably save up a little bit of money and then buy like the 2 or 3 vehicles or whatever that you need for the race. I always forget that there's that loading screen there solely because just leaving the drone mode, because for whatever reason it just takes forever. Okay, now I believe that's our intro. Actually, wait a little bit for. We're just gonna wait till it opens up the map for us. Then we're gonna split it. So basically, after the loading screen.
Hey Zeus,
There we go.
we've kicked off a whole bunch of new events, so it's time for you to get out there and show us what a superstar can do. Everything you do earns you accolades. Think of them as mini challenges that cover races, stunts, exploration, everything. If you earn enough accolades, we'll be able to expand and kick off the next chapter of the Horizon adventure. So, what do you want to do first? Here's where we track your accolades. Everything updates automatically based on what you've achieved here at Horizon Mexico. But right now, all you need to worry about is getting back out there and doing what you do best.
Okay, so we don't want that. We just want the barn finds. Just trying to figure out what thing. I think this is the one we want to do.
I could go for some racing.
If not, it's not like, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, I got that's the car. I just want to yeah. Well, let's go do this race, and we'll see exactly what happens. And we kind of want to hit, like, especially stuff like that, where it's just like go fast enough. We want to hit as many of those as we can to just earn these accolade points. Because then, like, if we get some random amounts of points, like I'm gonna go straight here and just hit these.
Smash them to get a discount on fast travel. Smash them all, and Horizon will cover all your expenses. Dale.
Hayley, how was that?
Not bad. You'll find all the
It's a
latest
pretty good
Horizon
drift.
events on your map. Go explore. Have fun.
Alright, so we're gonna do this race. Once we get
You have arrived at your destination.
to the point that I don't. Sounds good for that because I like this vehicle. I don't know if it's the best, just my my favorite out of the ones I have. I wonder if I wonder how integral collecting boards will be in the full game categories. I have a feeling they're going to simultaneously not matter and matter a lot, as it's like no one's gonna be aiming for them. This is nice. I've never had this happen before in a race. And do a quick restart on that race. That did not go well. It's still not loaded. I don't know why it's not loading. Oh, there we go. It loaded. I haven't had it so that it's doing that anywhere but the intro. So that's kind of it's a little weird that it decided to do that in a race. So I hope that doesn't continue throughout the run, because that would definitely be annoying, as well as make the run much longer. Because if you're freezing every race for, you know, even a couple, like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds, I feel like that would just be a kind of a huge mistake. And end up really make it really start to add up a lot of time. I was a little worried that I'd missed that checkpoint, but we're good. I was hoping I'd break that barrier a little bit. What makes me think that this is one of the ones that will unlock one of the barn finds is I did this one before. Like, I remember doing this one and then getting a barn find not too too much later. So it makes me think that it's possible that this one will lead into the next one. If anything, I'll be getting some accolade points. So it's not that big of an issue. I'm trying to think, maybe radio off might be like my default for whatever reason. It's not that bad, but I just have those be times where I forget to turn it on. But I'm not too big of a fan of music in this game anyways. It's just some nice background noise. Alright, so that's the end of this race. Make some easy money, and then hopefully we're able to like we can see from here exactly what to do. Basically, once we get the first barn, then we're going to it's definitely going to speed up because I just don't remember where you see that, like the Forza chapters you can do. I don't quite remember. So. Once we're done finding those, or once we're done, once we find the first one, it will become a lot easier, I think. Yeah, the song's not good. Yeah. Alright, so I got some accolade points there. So, do I think I might just have to earn some more accolade points.
Big prizes on offer every time. Have a wheel spin.
Let's just go do that one, and we'll, because I'm just gonna do a couple of these just to get, like, so we can get some accolade points.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards.
I'll just do this. Gonna do that because that's a 5,000 XP board.
That was an XP board. The Horizon team have hit them all over Mexico.
Yeah.
There's plenty more to be discovered if you're feeling adventurous.
It gets us a gets us that accolade for getting an XP board, as well as a good amount of XP. So hopefully that will it will help.
Turn right.
I think it actually might have been a mistake, because I think that the other car would do a lot better here.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the one I like more. Yeah, hopefully that this one will be quick. I have no idea how long this run is going to take. I'm hoping it's not crazy long. I'm hoping it's like, I think it will be like 3 hours or something. But I could just be wildly wrong, because I normally am about this type of stuff. I just drifted out completely there. I'm just hoping to do things to get me quick accolade points. I don't know how much getting some like getting like just like the points. I don't know if that gets me any accolades. I hope it does. I find streaming like difficult until you get a person or two chatting. It just, once you have a couple people, then it's a lot easier to talk all the time, but just by yourself, it just feels hard just to keep up, keep saying things. Because the problem is, if you're not talking all the time, then no one stops. When people stop by, they go, oh, this person doesn't talk, and then they leave. But if you, but then you're just talking to yourself for a while. Nice, 70,000 credits. Always good. Yeah, I think in the next couple days, I do want to try that, the Suicide of Rachel Foster. I want to try speedrunning that. It seems like a mix of an interesting run and kind of a boring one. And I'm not too sure.
Well towards our first adventure. Keep going. We're all cheering for you.
Yeah, we just need to keep getting these adventures. Because 1900 accolade points. Gonna stick with that. Yeah, once, because the thing with the game is there's no action and it's a very dialogue heavy game and just knowing where to go. But there's a trick where you can get dialogue to stack and just basically be playing like 10, like you can be having like 5 conversations at once. So it's kind of cool, but I feel like once you get that and you know where you're going, it will become boring. But I don't know. I think I'll do like a run or two. Like I think I'll do a run of it, then try doing it with that like the stacking glitch, because like I'm gonna try basically follow along the world record and just watch what they do, and just try to learn how to stack the audio prop like they do. I'll do a little messing around with the glitch just to see, because I believe all you have to do is interact with something you can interact with and then drag it to something you can't. I believe that's the strategy. And I kind of wish I did that now, but I've already committed 45 minutes to this. So if after maybe if I go and start what am I saying? If I go and I start I get an expedition, then I can't really, I'm not sure the exact way of doing the of unlocking these barn finds, then I might switch over. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I want to do. Is that as like a little bit of like a sellout-y thing? Because I believe the way they have their Discord set up is if you stream one of their games, the tags speedrun that are in that Discord, it will ping everyone and say like, hey, this person's going live. It might get me just like, I don't know, a couple of free viewers. And as I was saying earlier, kind of I think the hard part about streaming is that you don't, when you don't have anyone, you have to keep talking, whereas that might bump me up and just get me, like, I don't know, couple people watching, couple people lurking, maybe a couple chatting, maybe a follower or two. Even if it's not much, it might get something. So, it might be a good thing, but I might just do it after I move. Because, I don't know. Well, once I move, I think I might stream a little bit more because, I don't know, somewhat self-conscious about it. I don't know. Self-conscious about it, but I also don't really care because I'm not doing it to try to make money off it. I'm doing this because it's like if I have it's kind of if I happen to get noticed or whatever. Like I'm putting a little like I'm posting to YouTube all the time and like no, it'd be nice to do. I don't like just be able to play games and like I'm probably like I don't think I'll ever be making money off of it, but if I make a little bit of money, I think that'd be nice, right? If I'm not, it's like I already wanted to speedrun and post videos, but if I made $20 from every video I post, or even $1 from every video, then it's like okay, I get, and it's just a little bit of income that basic income from playing games that or from doing things I already wanted to do. So I think that would be nice. I'm also thinking of just making a video of call it something like how it feels to speedrun a really small game or a really short game, and basically show basically get a grid of all of my attempts at the game and then just turn them into and just show how it will go down to how you'll continuously be playing this game and resetting, and then eventually you'll get that one until you get that one run where you actually do everything correctly and you succeed.
Hey Zeus, great work out there. We're just about ready for a Horizon adventure and we want you on the project. Speak soon.
Okay, so talking about that, so yeah, I need one more basically just do one more race. Okay, so they won't. Now we'll go down to this one. This one seems closer.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn left. In 100 yards, turn right. In 200 yards, turn right.
But yeah, I think that's my goal with streaming, is just to make streaming and posting YouTube videos is just, it's not to make a living from it. It's maybe I'll make a little bit of money from things I was already planning on doing. I am still like I enjoy speedrunning and streaming. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, as I talked with my friend Keenan, it's kind of rough when you are bored from it. But I think I like, or not bored from it, but when it gets boring when you're talking to yourself for 2 hours. Hopefully some of my friends will drop into the stream eventually. But another thing is, it will be fun in the upcoming weeks after I've moved, and I will be streaming a little bit. And because me and my friend are actually going to do a race. We both bought the game Sable. Neither of us have ever played it before, and we're going to try doing a race against each other where we're both going to speedrun it. We're going to basically set apart like 4 or 5 hours or something, and we're gonna go from never touching the game to trying to like seeing what's the best time we can get. I'm thinking that so I posted in their Discord a little bit and asked around. I was like, hey, how long does it take to like learn this game? And they're like, one of the guys said it'll take basically as long as it takes to watch the world record video. I was like, okay, I still haven't even watched the world record video because I think I'm gonna wait till the stream to do that. Because I think that might be fun. It is like a part me and my friend Keenan will watch it together, and we'll see if we can like kind of pick it apart, try it, and then try the tricks. We'll do like one watch together, and then we'll kind of go and do our own thing where we're talking our own chats and checking up with each other. Like I like at this point I don't even know if you play the game with controller or keyboard and mouse, or just even keyboard. From the couple screenshots I saw from the game, my guess would be controller, or a mix of controller and keyboard and mouse. But I didn't see anything that looked like, man, it looked like it looked like a game I'd play on like my Xbox 360. I do want to sooner or later whip out my Xbox 360 and start and play some games on it. I think it might be fun to. That may be another fun thing to stream, is just some old Xbox 360 games and speedrun those. I still am wondering if in this game there's any way to trick the system into believing that you've completed an entire lap by like somehow skipping checkpoints. I feel like there is a way, but I'm just not sure, because it seemed like they did as much as they could to stop you from doing that. But it'd be super cool if there was a way where you could like think Mario Kart 64. Where you could somehow abuse the checkpoints into trick the game into going, yeah, you completed this lap in 1 second, and have it actually be legit. Okay, so we're gonna do the Tulum expedition because we won that. We should be unlocking an expedition. Sorry. An expedition point, or unlock a Horizon Adventure chapter, I think they're called. Definitely should have grabbed water before I started this. Maybe I'll do it kind of after my next race. I'll run and grab water, because there is that like a little bit of a loading screen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we go to this house, and then that's, I forgot, that's where yeah, once we get the house, that's when we actually start talking this stuff. I remember hearing, like, looking at the Forza Horizon Discord, and someone kind of mentioned, like, oh yeah, this, like, it's an interesting category because there's, like, you have to plan a route, because, like, let's say, like, this one's locked behind a, behind a house. But we'll see. Just don't. Hopefully we're able to.
There's an expression in Espanol you may have heard.
Hopefully this isn't a long cutscene.
It's more than just my house is your house, my friend. This is about home and family. Horizon and Mexico are family. Welcome to your new home.
We hit the title card. Yay. Speaking of title card, I feel like it might be fun. Like, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet, but I think I might go back and play that. Or I might go and play that now that I have a better PC.
We'll leave as soon as
Uh,
you're ready.
Yeah, we need to leave this, and then we should be good to unlock an expedition.
This is it. We're ready for the next stage of the Horizon adventure. Ramiro has marked out potential outposts to expand to and new event types to unlock. The choice is yours. Where shall we go first?
I have a feeling. Oh, that's it. Tulum explanation. Perfect.
Well, we're cleared for takeoff. Come meet me, my friend. You will see.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Perfect. And so get some more accolade points. I feel like this category could actually be extremely cool as your yeah, actually, like all the full game categories I feel like could be really cool because it'd be a mix of trying to do as much as you could as well as just getting these as many accolade points as you can, right? Like so you're doing these things from and you're just getting these points just kind of for free.
You're
And
making incredible progress, and everything is reflected here. Why don't you have a look around and decide
so
what
we need like 9,000 points, so we gotta like figure out the best way to unlock them. There might be one for wheel spins, so we'll just keep either one for wheel spins or one for a certain amount, like owning a certain amount of vehicles. Actually, we're just gonna do. We're going to collect the ones that are just on the way, because again, there are definitely some for hitting these bonus boards, as well as getting XP is always useful.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
We're just gonna spend a moment.
If you want,
Just-
you can pin any of these challenges to your dashboard to track your progress.
Alright, so yeah. Once we do this expedition, we're gonna see how many of these we can unlock.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. So we're actually getting pretty close to this, doing the first barn. There's still just so many loading screens in this game. I'm hoping that eventually someone will make a tool that will allow you to at least take it off your, like have an in-game time.
Horizon Bravo Niner, this is Horizon Bravo Niner. Do you read?
So we're gonna complete all of the optional objectives. Just because they won't take a whole lot of time, and each one we complete will get us a little bit closer to unlocking a expedition, because I'm guessing, I'm not 100% sure, some of these barns will be like there's the two, some of these barns will get us accolade points, so we'll basically just be trying to get as many accolade points as possible to unlock those last two while we're going and getting these other barns and maybe completing some races. Man, this vehicle sucks though. It's just not, like, just not even fun to drive. It doesn't feel good. Like how also in this entire mission, you just see Ramiro about to crash for the entire time.
Never better. Any landing you walk away from is a good one. I'm down next to some kind of flooded temple. I'll send up a flare.
I do also think it's kind of wild that he goes, "Oh, it's some kind of temple." Like, it's bare. You can see it directly from the road. So it's not like it's a hidden thing. And assuming that this guy, like, it seems like he lives here. Okay. What? Unfortunately, my photograph mode is very I'm gonna exit the photo mode. And will be a little bit of loading. Fortunately, in this part, we have to take a couple photos, which is just gonna be annoying. After next photo, I think I'm gonna do a quick water run. It won't take much time at all.
I think I could line up for a jump through these arches and over the top of the ruin.
Did I just see a bike car?
Forget flying cars.
I think that was a smooth landing.
Check it out later.
And then I know there's. Okay. Got radio beacon.
Found just the place for that Horizon Pulse radio beacon.
I don't know what this radio beacon is supposed to be doing.
Beacon is up and transmitting. Work. Now at least someone knows where we are.
Oh, it's just. It's just supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna grab water quickly. Never mind, that one loaded
I think I found
extremely quick.
Let me take a picture of this.
Before, usually it takes a while to load.
I am telling Haley.
now. So that's all of so we found everything.
Ah, there you are. Right. Let's push out to the coast. The storms can be bad, but the ancient peoples of this region
Which, so, oh, forgot there's this whole by the storm. So once we're done this mission, then we can actually go on to
Are you alright?
collecting the first barn.
I don't plan on being discovered here by the next archaeological expedition, do you, my friend?
This place is definitely nicer without us in it.
Let's get moving. Some of the roads might be blocked. I'll navigate. It looks like
I do think it's kind of funny as well in this game that for speedruns, I think it could drastically change depending on the season, like how fast your run is. But also, it's never going to be run enough where, like, it's definitely not going to be a popular category to run like these full game speedruns. So it's kind of it's hard for the moderators because they have to figure out whether or not it's like, should they separate by season, because there will be some that will be objectively faster during like most likely like the dry season is probably gonna be the fastest. Like I know doing boards percent, there's that one board that's in the middle of a lake, and if you can't get that one, or during the wet season, you have to do an a huge jump to get that one. Whereas in the dry season, you can have basically any vehicle and you drive up to it like 10 miles an hour and you'll hit it. So it's kind of funny, like, the different levels you go to. Okay, so that's that mission done. And completing this mission unlocks our first barn.
I think this will be the perfect
And
spot.
it should be very close. That's actually a pretty good car, too.
You made it! No thanks to Ramiro. no?
Unfortunately, these come with cutscenes.
Welcome to Horizon Apex. Ready for my road racing program?
Can I get out of this now? After, I'm thinking after this, we collect this one, then the rest of them will show up on the map. Hopefully.
Here are the events I've set up so far.
Okay, perfect.
This is
Yeah,
what
we
I've
can
been
see a
waiting
bunch.
For my friend, now I get to see what you can really do.
Where are we at the moment? We're there, we're going here. Perfect. So we need 5,600 accolade points. That will get us to our next expedition for collecting it. I'm just gonna go around this way and collect this XP board. Because it doesn't take a lot, and
400 yards. Turn sharp left.
I'm thinking that, like, again, don't remember how if it impacts the, like, if you get too many accolades from it, but you'll get some, or even if we get one from collecting these. So that's our first barn. The rest of these can go by pretty quick, besides these the last two. Fortunately, these also come with cutscene every time. Cutscenes are boring.
Orale! It's a net 40. I can't believe it. Help me get it out of here.
This is a cool car, though.
I'll call the paint shop to get out the rosa cosa. See you soon. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Again, also, just to remind that I think there might be an accolade for doing some wheel spins.
Calculating route. 200 yards.
See how many accolades I'm getting right now. Well, we want that, and just, actually, see, okay, these are some of the things that we wanted to do during it.
You're not gonna believe this, but you've earned a gift drop from another driver. Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, doesn't it? Meet me down there and we'll have a look.
So we're just gonna spin, basically spin for a moment. We want to get a 5 times. We want to score 25,000 points. And we want to try to hit a okay. They didn't get the. I wanted to try to get the 5 times as well, but that got us some stuff. That second barn. Look at that.
Let me guess. Found it.
I'm gonna run and grab water quickly.
Whoa! No wonder those American collectors wanted this. It's a Viper. The ACR, I think. Aye. 8-litre V10. And almost impossible to keep the power on the road. But if you can... Here, give me a hand. I'll give you a call when it's done. Speak soon.
Little bit of time loss, but whatever. Work our way down. Grab this guy. Yeah, we don't want to do that one.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. 200 yards. Turn right.
Okay.
You have just unlocked a permanent perk. This applies a permanent bonus to this car.
Wow, I guess you see it just like a second, and I got the
Hazies, hearing
I got
your
that.
lately.
That's insane.
That's it. We've got
We're gonna see whatever skills ones I can do. Unlock a car mastery that awards a wheel spin. Is there any for that one for this car? Wheel spin there. Okay, so 13 more.
big plans ahead.
So actually, I'm happy I spent a little bit of time because I got just learning about doing those like skills give you these accolade points. I ended up getting just already these like 1,000, which ends up being like a couple races.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Damn, it would have been such a good jump.
You have arrived at your destination.
Wow. Okay, we're now collecting a lot of these.
ZC, I'm asking. Alex wants to know if you found the barn.
So scrolling down on my notes. So yeah, next one we're gonna do is the Baja
Muy bien.
Theo Oscar said his was a Chevy
expedition.
But that's only because he thought it sounded better. I'll call in some transport.
Hopefully that'll get better.
I'll call you when it's done. Speak soon.
Okay, perfect. Doing the wheel spins just got me 250 accolade points, so that's perfect. And it's with every... Hmm. I'm gonna look as I do this. It's gonna straighten. Oh, perfect. Other one down.
I'll be there in a moment.
And why I have a calf. I have a calf cramp. Really annoying.
That is a 7-liter, 425 brake horsepower Hemi engine, and the scraps of a Dodge Dart. Let's get it back to the garage. Ayúdame.
It's nice to know though that like the one of that first mission or whatever doesn't count as a barn.
I'll get it right.
How much? Oh, that's worth so little. Okay, yeah, there's one for some, oh, 20, just 10. I don't even know where. Okay, we're getting close to a couple of these things.
Wait until you see the
I want to make our way over here. Make our way over there and start working our way towards the top, because it looked like one of these was not actually locked behind anything, which I thought it was supposed to be. So I kind of want to make my way to there to get it. But we're still gonna like try to get like this bonus board. Yeah, we're nah, not gonna go back for it. Not very much. 'Cause if we get some of these bonus boards, it will definitely. Because assuming that I'm not actually locked behind the. That first one for the, like the one that it says that I'm not, for whatever reason it was showing it on the map, even though it should be locked behind something. Locked behind the Baja Expedition, I think? Yeah. It's always possible that it's just showing, but it won't actually let me collect it. I'm getting just so much closer. Like, I'm just getting closer and closer.
Recalculating route.
Okay, we got another accolade that's worth a lot. So I think we got 750 accolade points there,
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
which is just kind of crazy. We also need to collect these roads, because once we hit 100 we get another accolade point. This is making me think though that doing like the Hall of Fame percent or whatever might actually be a kind of fun category because of having to do things like go out of your way and just collecting like a couple of these XP boards just to get some fast one fast XP, as well as getting quick XP, as well as getting quick accolade points. Both of those will be really useful. Still haven't seen if, like, I haven't seen if there is an accolade for collecting these.
Baja truck. Oh, this thing's won more off-road races than you or I have had hot dinners. Each new tires, probably new suspension. I'll call you when it's ready.
Actually, let me just do
When it is safe to do so.
one more here. We're gonna do this.
You've got your own collection of rare cars, and we've got an empty barn here. What do you say we pay it forward? Right then, which will it be? Now it's a question of who you want to find this. You pick the sort of drivers you want, and I'll get to it. Want to leave a message? Might be nice. Nobody ever leaves us a note. Here's a tricky one. Do you want to put your name on this, or leave it anonymous? This is what someone will see
I'm
when they find your gift.
assuming.
Happy with that? And off it goes.
I'm assuming we'll
Trust me, a
probably
little help goes a
get an
long way
accolade for
around
that.
here. Thanks. Recalculating route.
This thing I might want to get that danger sign, but it's very out of the way.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure tuning a car is an accolade, so that might actually be, if I do this again, just in one of those beginning races, just changing the car's tuning just ever so slightly, just so that, and then when I win a race, I'll get that like little bit of extra, little bit of extra accolade points.
Found the barn?
Ah, it's a Renault Catrel. That makes sense. In the 60s, there was a ban on import, so the government allowed them to be built here. Gracias for finding it. I'll get it running. Shouldn't take long. These things are indestructible.
So now this is the one I'm worried about. Sorry. I had to just look at my phone for a second. Get into this road. There's a certain spot here where I can climb up. That looks like it, but it's not. Actually climb here. And we should be able to go up there, and we'll see whether or not that barn is actually ends up being locked behind the expedition, or if it just ends up being the if it just ends up being the single one is locked behind an expedition and then unlocks the rest of them. Or if this is as well. Because then, when doing this next time, I might have to look into it a little bit to see whether or not what's the fastest expedition out of the 3 that unlock barn finds. I didn't even realize I had that high of a skill chain. And we get to break this board as well, which will get us our 10.
Destination.
Which gives us some accolade points. We'll drive into this. Yeah, so it allowed us to get this one, which is very surprising. So I think that I'll be done in another like 10-15 minutes. So I was thinking I need to unlock all of the expedition, but it seems from collecting this one makes me believe that I don't need to, unless it just ends up being the last couple are locked behind it. Like on this website I'm looking at, it's named Barn 11. So maybe once whatever I get to Barn 11 will get locked behind that.
I have to get
Mm.
to work and call the whole family. Speak soon. Turn around when it's just safe to do so.
Just want to get to the man, that hitting that one thing really sucks because I just lost all of my speed. Unfortunately, it seems like with streamer mode as well, you actually lose out on a couple of these, a couple accolades like skill songs. That's just nothing I can do with that. Because I don't want people like if anyone decides that they're like, man, I really want to watch these runs, or they get recommended, I don't want them to get ads. Because that's just annoying. Like, you know, if I'm making money from it, it's like, okay. Them getting ads, I end up being fine with that, because I'm making the money, whereas otherwise it's like I've played a game and then I'm playing a game and someone else ends up just getting the money from it. So we're getting pretty close to done. We'll see.
I'm on my way.
Barn 11 is what I'm worried about. From these optional accolades.
Uy, looks to be in muy mala condición. Think I can get it working? That was a trick question. I can get anything working.
I can't wait to take these down to the garage. I'll call you when I'm done. Turn around when it's just safe to do so.
Lots of off-road in here. I'm really thinking that the next time I run this, because I'm at like I'm gonna learn a lot from this and be able to improve this by a lot. Definitely be able to see how, like, I'll definitely know, like, oh, I need to, if I notice that I'm on a good drift, to use it, as well as use my skill points to just get higher drift, like, more skill points, or what, I don't know what these points are called, but because then I can get I can get much more like car points, right? Like, yeah, and I'm pretty sure you get those from drifting. So wasn't paying attention. Looked away for a moment. That's how you enter. I like that it resets the car.
Let me guess. You found it.
Resets the car in such a stupid way.
BMW. Too old to be made in Mexico, though. We should take it to the taller so I can get a better look.
My leg still kind of hurts from getting a cramp like 10 minutes ago, or 10 or 15 minutes ago.
Call you soon.
All right. BMW. Let's see what we've got here.
I wonder when, like, people are making games if they think about speedrunning at all. Because, like, because I pay attention to speedrunning and stuff, I think I would think of it. If I was developing a game, be like, oh, maybe I should put in a timer. Or a way to find out how much I've been playing on the save file. But, like, definitely the people that made this game didn't, because there's no way to even reset your save file. You have to, go offline on Steam, then go so you have to go offline on Steam, then you have to then you have to delete the save files, and then you go on it, and then you go on the thing, and then it will freak out. But if you go online on Steam at any point during that, it's going to try to force cloud sync. Like, I find it weird that they don't even have an option of, hey, multiple save files, or the ability to even delete one. Because if you're playing and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I really want to play that game again, like from the beginning. It just seems weird. It seems just like a weird oversight.
Oh, please tell me, please tell me.
Why is there a guy for this one? I thought it was a girl that always came and saw the vehicles and said that they could restore them.
Cars. This is the one from what's that movie with the detective? Hang on, it'll come to me.
Actually, I don't think I rewinded at all during this.
To work on it and see if I can remember the name of that film.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Yeah, like, I think I've either rewound 0 times or once.
Turn right.
which I guess is kind of cool. I don't know. I usually rewind a lot when I'm playing, but the way this kind of works, there's no real reason to, because there's no because I usually rewind when I'm doing when I mess up a small thing, and it's like, oh, I need to like not lose my speed.
In 100 yards,
Where at no point during this am I like, man, I need every ounce of my speed.
turn left.
Bien. Be there soon.
Just double checking the barn percent rules. I'm sorry. Okay, it is just time stops when you find the last barn,
Back.
which is nice. I didn't want. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be like when you get when the last vehicle comes into your garage, because they take a little bit of time.
I haven't worked on one of these since I was 10. I'll call you when it's done.
Once we get all these last couple barns, then I'm just gonna do all my wheel spins just cause, and maybe look through the accolades a little bit to see what I could speed up.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But I don't think I'll do another run of this tonight. Maybe in the next couple days.
Calculating route.
Last two barns. And one of them's super close to here, and I don't know where the other one is.
Wow, that
I do think I've been pretty much the best route, though.
Corvette. Very early.
Oh,
Might be
sorry, I had a yawn.
1953.
Let me do some.
Think
Work on it and call you.
Turn around when it is safe to do
the fact that
Recalculating route.
once I grab this one, I'm gonna really look, but I don't think there's any. Like, I think I've collected all the ones on the map. I'm going to look at this website during this next cutscene and just kind of look to see if there's any that I don't think I've been to, and see if it's one of those ones that are locked behind
Roundabout. Take
an
the
expedition.
exit.
Because then it might mean there actually is one that is. But this website does say that there's 3 locked behind it, whereas I've collected I've collected 13 now. So there should be I figured there would be there should have been 2 locked behind, or there should have been 3, but
Don't move.
at this point it can only be 2, depending on if there's this last one. Okay. Let me just go through.
No. They found one of these things in
Don't-
Texas a few
Maybe not that one.
and I had no idea there was another. That is a 250 GTO. We've hit the jackpot. Do you see that?
Okay, so yeah, we have to go do the jungled expedition.
This thing returned. To its
Okay, we're gonna do that. So we need to do the jungle expedition. That's the last thing we need. We're okay. Actually, yeah. Um. It was weird that there's the one that's not kind of just not even mentioned. I'm gonna go do this one. Just because I need 2,000 more accolade points. Sorry, I just keep pausing, but that's you get that one. You can get like 1,000 skill points off of if you just get a 250 point.
You've arrived at your destination.
76. We'll do this one because there was that one accolade that was basically it was swipe trade paint with like however many I think it was 5 cars in minute 30. I'm gonna see if I can do it during this sure. We're gonna do that because then maybe like a little bit extra money might actually be good. I like when you get the clean racing after hitting a bunch of people. Like those lights are so ugly. I'm hoping that completing this will get me, I think 750 points, but possibly even more. Okay, we got a little bit of points there, just from road discovery, or from discovering an area. think this one will be done pretty quickly. It's a minute per lap. It's a minute per lap, so it should be like it'll be quick, and then maybe we get one more thing. I'll be able to get another accolade for getting a wheel spin off of a car mastery token, because I know that was one. I think it was 250, might have been 500. There we go. Okay. That's all done. Oh. I don't get sub 2 hours. That's unfortunate. But I was thinking it might take closer to 3 hours. So I think overall it's a win.
Hey Zeus, this is the Horizon Tour. It's the place to meet up with friends, sit back and, well, tour across Mexico. You should check it out when you have the time.
I'll start making my way down there. Actually, I have an idea. Well, first, and by that, and then I'm thinking if I go do this, I think I go back to the original spot. If I go back to the spot I'm thinking of,
Welcome back, Zeus.
and I think I'm just gonna
Welcome to the auto
buy
show. Feel free to browse and let me know if you need anything, yes?
something that's. We're gonna go just to a car I know that I'll like. Grab this guy. I think that might be an accolade of buying from the auto show. And really, as long as it didn't bring me to the one I wanted to be brought to.
Hey Zeus, that's it. It's time
Okay.
for an adventure. Here's the thing, it's not all about expansion. We also want to build out existing outposts with bigger race programs and more events.
So we need to get this one at the bottom. Whenever she stops talking.
New adventures in our own backyard.
Horizon Baja, eh? Perfect location for the
It's
cross-country
Baja.
racing outpost.
No. There we go. That's the one we need. Jungle expedition.
Gotcha. I'll prep Ramiro for an expedition to the dirt racing outpost. Don't get lost in there.
Yeah. Okay. So it was purchase car from Auto Show was one of them.
And a certain
Does how do I I don't have the credits to fast travel. That is depressing.
Big cat I've been chasing.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Because that would it would put me directly at where I want to be, and it would give me so much. Actually, I just realized I totally didn't need to even like buy this car, because I was gonna get that. I just saw it come up the 100 roads. Because I realized now I was at like 99 or something. So then, if I would have had that and I wouldn't have done this, I would have had I would have got that with a bunch of money, and then I could just fast travel, do this, and then be done.
400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
I thought it was a pretty sick drift. I think, yeah, there's just so much you can do just on the drive from barn to barn.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
And just with all of those, you're like, but just going from barn to barn, if you're intentionally trying to get basically as high of a score as possible, you get that 250k, as well as doing certain ones like sideswiping 5 people in 2 minutes. Okay, we're gonna get onto a highway, and then that will speed us up immensely. Just looking at the map.
Recalculating route.
Oh, no, we're going onto the highway. I wanted to, I was like, oh, we got a lot of speed, so it should be fine, as long as nothing completely stops us. AKA a house. Right, like, just getting those accolades just like that makes me just go, like, you can easily get so many accolade points so quickly, because all you have to do is, while collecting you just have to, that was a sick flip. While collecting all the accolade points, oh, there is skill to songs. So I don't even need to do this entire, like, I need to complete this, but the only optional accolade I need to do is discover the lost barn, find notes, and then once I get that, run's done, because we'll have that barn unlocked. And I don't know, probably 210 will be our final time, and it'll be pretty sick. It'll be so easily improvable, just knowing basic stuff about what we need.
My friend, are you ready to get going?
Rami, you said something about a big cat.
A long story. I tracked it all the way into the jungle, but lost my notes. Why don't I explain it on the way? First, let's retrace my steps. South, across the highway, and over the hills. Vámonos!
I thought big cats would avoid major highways.
Not this one, my friend. Mira, next, I turned off-road and hit a danger sign on the way into Mulegé.
I like how a danger sign is an important part of the stuff he did that this day.
Welcome to Mulegé. My aunt, Tia Rosa, runs a stall in the craft market. She was the one who first told me about the big cat. Now I have your help, I'm sure we'll find it. Next, I went across the bridge into the jungle. Getting close.
Hold up, Rami.
Yeah, now it,
Tell me a long story.
I don't know how long this mission's going to be.
Coordinates of where this big cat was last sighted. But the plane had mechanical problems on takeoff. I barely got off the ground.
Can I just drive directly to it?
Everything, and I never even saw them.
You see, I see it on the map.
Now you're here. And it's on the way.
You know what? I think this is going to bring us near there anyways. I'm just going to drive straight to it once we get actually into this little compound. What is it? Airstrip?
I left my car at the far end of the runway. All my stuff, including my notes, should be in the flight cases. Think you can find them too?
The big cat is a car, right? I'm guessing Jaguar?
Obviously! Sorry, did I not mention? It's a barn find. Drop me off at my car once you found it.
It's an optional accolade that is not optional whatsoever. It's the
Now, big cat was last sighted in a white barn with a brown door.
there 206.54. First run.
Show me the car. Andale, andale.
So I think optimally 145.
Finally.
I think maybe even 130.
Rápido y raro. And a long way from its native habitat in the